Now, I hear some people say Nene went too far with the thing about Kenya and the baby and an egg under a chicken. My thing is this, and I heard, and I was on 4 hours with Michelle live last night with her and Peter and Derek J left because because the nigga talking about Kenya, his friend, was just too much for him. So he left, didn't come back. Peter came on, and Peter gave some insight into Kenya. So I fully understand Kenya. But that stuff that she do to people, I cannot deal with it. I can't deal with that stuff she do to people. Especially that part where you call somebody a drug, or you a drug addict, you go to jail, this and that. That's one thing. But when you do the thing that she did with Portia, try to make it look like Portia was a bad friend, and then when Portia felt some kind of way about it and responded to it, Kenya says, I just felt so hurt when she just turned it. I'm like, you got to be some kind of, you got to have some kind of psycho problem to do something like that to somebody and then twist it around as if somebody attacked you, made you a victim. Watching Kenya, I think Peter said she has a degree or something in psychology. So using that psychology to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta is one thing, but it's TV, they say, and Peter said she whispered in his ear that whatever she did to him wasn't personal. So he understands what she's doing. I'm sure Nene understands what she's doing too. She understands what Kenya doing is not personal. Like Nene says, she ain't got no beef with her. It's just that when Kenya do what she do, she came out and just keep bringing up, oh, you tried to spit on me. No, Nene ain't tried to spit on her. Like I was telling Michelle Lyle last night. I said all of that stuff is one thing. Like Peter said, she just do that for the show, that her role on the show. But the games that Kenya play damages. You can't just sit there and continue to put that, because even though it's reality TV, it still affects your brain. Portia being a violent, person, attacking people, and just can't control herself, that kind of label damages your brain. So Portia went to what do you call that? Anger management, and learned how to deal with that, and took that stigma off of her. This girl walking around looking like a monster and everybody okay with it. To me, especially if it's not who you are, that's a problem. And so, and I like the fact that now that we see Mother Nature has put human doers in timeout. You're in timeout since you don't know how to act in the earth. So everybody's in timeout, and while they're in timeout, everybody is remotely working from home, and Portia those is on the Zoom, the Skype, whatever. They're instead of they being the person behind the image of this nation, behind the image of the Ricky Smiley radio morning show, being the image behind daytime, the real daytime, tea time, whatever you call it. Oh, look at that bird. Can you see them? Oh, there's 2 of them. I think they're hawks. I don't know what they are. They're big birds. You're not coming down here. There's another one. I don't know if you can see them, but I can see them. But I can't see them. There's 2 of them. Well, anyway. Oh, 3 of them. Coming together. They must be. People say they flying around. It be something dead. I don't think nothing dead. I think they just like my presence. Anyway, with Portia. Who was I talking about? Portia. yes, with everybody's personality comes out. Like I said, you work for this nation, but it's your personality that we are seeing. Like Portia and Brad and Gary has his personality behind the radio show, and then he has another personality behind this nation, and then head crack and all of that. And so with all of that said, the games that Kenya play for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, even though it's just for TV and she get paid to do that, it damages people's image. It damages their brand. And sometimes you got to figure out how to shut that down. And Nene figured out how to shut it down. And she shut it down by, even though with Kenya doing things to try to provoke and saying this and this and that, and just singing it, say it 3 times, it become a truth or something like that, however they say it. Now with her doing that, it tears down Nene's brand. So what do Nene do? She come on one better. Since you keep on harping on the fact that I tried to spit on you when you know I didn't, you know it's not nothing serious. You know it's not nothing seriously. It's a game, it's this and this and that. So Nene come back harder. And people get said, then they say Nene went too far. I don't think she went too far. She said, what are you having, a buffalo? Oh, you call my baby a buffalo? No, Nene didn't call her baby a buffalo, and she knew it wasn't serious. But she needed, like Peter said, they aren't friends in real life. So on the show, none of that is fake. People want to say it's fake, but I can look at it and tell that situation with Nene and Kenya is not fake. The beef is fake because Nene don't have a beef with Kenya. But Kenya needs a beef to be on the show. So Kenya did her job, and she's on one side of Andy, and Nene on the other side of Andy. And then you got Portia under Nene, and then you got Cynthia. And then you got Kenya on the other side of Andy. Then you got Eva on the Nene, no, Candy on the Kenya, and then you got Eva on the Candy. And then you got the 2 friends of the show in the middle, which is Tanya. And Tanya in the middle, and then you got Marlo in the middle and Tanya at the bottom, whichever one it is. But anyway, I don't know what made Eva think that she was gonna stir this snake gate thing up that we just got sick of and tried to get Yvonne on it. I don't want to see Yvonne because Yvonne all mad with Nene. Girl, Nene gave you the opportunity to say what you needed to say, and you got scared and run off. Time everybody coming here like Nene say what you got to say. Ain't nobody gonna fight you. But what she did was attack Portia personally, which was not what was supposed to happen. You are supposed to talk about the snake gate, explain the snake gate. Even though it is what it is and whatever everybody say it is, the thing about it is we wanted to understand snake gate, and Yolanda, whatever her name is, Yvonne dropped the ball on that. Now she tried to be friends with, now Nene already said she wasn't gonna stop being friends with Yvonne. Now Yvonne done gone and did the Cynthia thing. Yvonne goes and be friends with Eva. The same way Cynthia went to be friends with Kenya is how Nene and Kenya friendship never evolved. Because Kenya goes after your friends. Eva is a young Kenya. So Eva goes after Nene friend Yvonne. So now Yvonne and Kenya is on the same page. They on the same boat, same whatever. Because Nene ain't gonna be friends with neither one of them. So Yvonne, you can't get on the show. You was on there, you had your opportunity, and you didn't take the opportunity. So now you out. I don't want to hear about no Snake Gate. Snake Gate can come up on the show, and Kenya talking about all these receipts she got. Her receipts about Portia, wanting everybody not have nothing to do with Nene. But I think I believe Portia was into that, but then Portia can't make Candy and Kenya do nothing. She can't influence them two people to do nothing. So they was all in agreement with that because they used that issue with her and Kenya to she used the issue with her and Kenya to set this shit up to push Nene off the show, which is not gonna happen. Portia's smart. Yellow Alliance didn't work. So Portia like, okay, I'm gonna make up with Nene because Nene wanted. I'm not gonna act like Kenya. And just keep on biting the hand, slapping the hand, hitting her in the face, punching her in the face, and just be what she was talking about. I can be cordial, but what I won't be is fake. Girl, you just cordial means you come in, hey, that's cordial. Sitting up there ignoring somebody, looking at your phone when they trying to speak to you, hey, and you turn your back and turn around and hug somebody's husband, girl, bye. That is not cordial. So even though people want to see it as well, she don't have to give up. And then you don't have to keep asking for forgiveness, don't have to keep kissing her, and don't have to keep doing it. Like Nene said, she wasn't going to kiss Portia to come to stay, and so Portia finally came. And I'm glad she did. Portia glad she did. Like her mama say, this woman invites you, you go. Kenya don't have a mama to tell her that. So you need that support group. Yes, so Portia got her support group. But Kenya don't have a support group to tell her when to back off or something. You know, and whatever. She don't have a support group. And the way she treat people, I don't have to feel sorry for her. Because she's doing what she need to do. Like Peter say, to be number one. So she could always go after Nene. But the thing about it is, Nene might, like at the craziness he would be saying, Nene might not be a executive producer in writing, but Nene is up there. You want to see? And the thing about it is, Eva made the same mistake Cherie and everybody else made. Oh, Nene didn't get me on the show. Nobody said Nene got him on the show. For what I understood, whenever they have a girl to come on the show, and if Nene know you or whatever, she said, yeah, I know her, she this and that, and whatever. She probably go for the show. That is not giving you a job, as Eva want to put it, but that is not blackballing you, not talking bad about you, so they won't hire you. So like Nene say, she ain't talking for nobody else, and that's why Kenya made. Because, Nene ain't helping nobody get on the show. She not helping nobody, so don't come ask her nothing. Don't try to be nothing. But Kenya mad because when she was off the show, Nene ain't call her and encourage her like everybody else and try to help her get back on the show. Y'all already say Nene ain't help nobody get on the show. So why in the world will she speak up and put in a word to say, yeah, I would like to see her back on the show? I wouldn't say that either. If everybody's saying that, people want to get mad, but the bottom line is, people don't have to do nothing for nobody they don't want to, especially with people that's going to throw up in your face 2 years down the line. Oh, you helped me get back out on the show. I got it on my own credit. Yeah, it's your own credit, but still, if you put a bad word in, like I said, Nene said, well, yeah, I know Eva, but I don't particularly care about her. And she come on the show anyway. Then she can say Nene had nothing with her corner when she got on it without Nene. But still, yeah. When somebody comes on the show, they ask Nene about the person. People can't even give her that. You don't have to give it to her. It is what it is. And somebody must be talking to Eva, because Eva finally came up and said, I won't take that from her. Yeah, she's this, yeah, she's that. You see all this crazy stuff out your mouth, now you backtracking. I heard her backtracking on that, I don't know who she was talking to, but when she went on to say all that craziness on Candy, speak on it, And I love Candy. Speak on it, Candy. And I love her. I love her show. I love Nene one her show, and I love Nene thing on Instagram. You know, a lot of stars. I get to see more. I'm getting to see them personally. We get to know more about them personally, not just what the reality show spin for you to know about these people. And then we don't get to see these people in real life, so we don't know. So we don't know that these people is not this way. Like Eva said, Kenya this and this and that. But she need to show a little bit of that on the show, or she need to show a little bit of that somewhere, because you can't be nasty and evil 100% of the time. And that's all I see. But I'm supposed to believe that's not how you are in real life. I'm supposed to just believe because you say it. Nobody believe Nene not that kind of way in real life just because she said it. They believe me in real life. She is horrible as they spin her narrative on the show. You can look at her husband and tell she ain't that horrible, because if she was, she wouldn't. Greg wouldn't be there. You know, too late they come closer and closer. Yeah, this corona virus is bringing people closer together. We literally getting to know each other more. We literally getting to actually see the real person. And you can separate that TV persona and who they are, because that's what these channels about. You get to see the real person. I get to see the real Candy. Even though I like Candy, but the thing she be doing on the show is to talk about she took up for Kenya and all that. No, she don't. But I like Candy and I like Nene. Thought of things about Nene I don't like, but I like the part of her that is the part that I like. And then Marla, I see Marla on her Instagram. I see Tanya on her Instagram, but too much of that happy quirkiness. Even I can't with that. Even though I like her, it's just that certain people personality to me is boring. Nene is not boring. Candy is not boring. Eva is not boring, but Eva is so annoying. So I'm gonna have to, just like Nene and Candy had to grow on me over time, and that is once I start watching their channels and get to see who they really are, I focus on the part of them I like. The part that I don't like, I just like, okay, come on now, whatever. But Eva personality is so annoying. She is just an over happy Kenya. And she's gonna have to learn how to rein that in, because it ain't gonna work. Eva think Kenya hated. Eva gonna be hated. She keep on going the way she going, because I cannot with that. Now the thing about it is, she double triple down on the fact that she don't have to apologize to Portia. She just like Kenya. She say these things about Portia, then she just downplay the fact that it is nothing serious. Portia just overreacting, and then she take offense and spin it into some kind of attack on her the way Kenya do. Eva's turning into a Kenya, and if that's who she is, then that's who she need to show. I won't like her. I will scroll past her or rewind past her or whatever, because I don't feel like being annoyed. I listen to Kenya though. I used to scroll past everything on Kenya, but now I listen to Kenya because the information around her is so interesting with Mark and the baby. And the fact that Nene brought out the fact that she bought an egg. And I'm trying to figure out how she gonna tell Tanya about doing what not to save eggs. I guess because by the time she got the eggs, she didn't have no eggs. She had to buy eggs and call her Nene. So at least Tanya got one egg, and Tanya trying to get more. I guess if Janet Jackson gonna have a baby at 50. I don't know if it's Janet egg. Like I said, Janet saved her eggs. So if she saved her egg, then it's Janet baby. But if you weren't saving your eggs and you was in your 30s and whatever, like Portia said she got her some eggs saved, you know what, all kind of way to have babies. But these babies that are from surrogate mothers, because I'm looking at Candy baby, I'm trying to see that, because see when a baby is inside of a surrogate mother, the baby gets all of that from that surrogate mother. So I'm trying to see. It's just a. I don't know that this is a cute little baby, but I'm trying to say, well, that this baby come from 3 people: Candy egg, Todd sperm, and the baby mama whole body and everything about her personality is in that child. So the baby got 3 different DNA, I think. XXY, XY, XXY, Candy, Shadina, Todd, XXY, something like that. That's what comes to me. And I think I was seeing something on there when I was watching Switcher Channel. They be sending me the information. I go look it up, and it says something about 2 X's and a Y. Might do some more research on that. But anyway, what else I'm gonna talk about? Marlo. I like Marlo. You know, she should get a peach. Cynthia time is up. Cynthia should have been gone 5 years ago. Cynthia should have been gone when Nene said Peter was acting like a bee. Now, Peter said Nene called him a bee and they didn't talk a whole year. But my thing is this. I saw that scene, and if somebody telling you they don't want to hear it, Nene and Kenya got a problem. Nene goes behind Nene back, gets her charity of girls, create a fundraiser, and send Nene an invite. Where you do that at? You don't invite me to my fundraiser. I didn't ask you to do it. Nobody asked her to do that. But everybody was behind her, and that's where that thing went down. And Peter saying all this stuff about Nene, it's a fundraiser, you got to let it go. Nobody got to let nothing go. I like Peter. I talked to Peter on Michelle thing and on his Instagram. I like Peter. He's a very down-to-earth person. But I disagree with him on that. Kenya was wrong to do what she did. And Nene had every right to feel the way she feel and did not want to come to it, because how you going to invite somebody to their charity, that their girls? No, that's not something you do. If I want you to do something like that, I can see that, but nobody asked Kenya to do that. So when I'm doing Nene a favor by having a fundraiser for her girl, no, that's not something you do. A lot of people couldn't see that, but I saw that as craziness, entitlement, that you can just do whatever you want to do to and for people, whether they like it or not, and they better be happy with it. It didn't work out that way. So when Nene was upset about the thing and she to walk out, Peter saying what he had to say, Nene like, okay, she trying to explain whatever, and Peter just don't want to hear it. He arguing back and forth with Nene. My thing is this. You arguing back and forth with Nene, and she ended up calling you the B word. She ended up saying you stop acting like a bee and getting these women spoon. That was an argument between Kenya and Nene. And Peter should have stayed out of it, because now once Peter got into it and Nene got out of character, now Greg got to get in it. And now him and Peter got to go to blows, which they didn't. They shut it down. But like Peter said, he understands all of that, and that's just the way the show is. But in that one, I think Kenya went too far, and Nene was right in her feelings to have an issue with Kenya taking her girl charity and getting them together and having a fundraiser and inviting Nene there. If they don't want you to do that, don't do it. You need to get somebody permission. You should say, well, Nene, this is what I want to do for you. Nene, well, Paul would have said no. It's why she didn't tell Nene, but went and did it anyway and invite the woman. And then everybody talking, well, you coming? She said you invite. Are you coming? Are you coming? I was like, okay, that was crazy. So Cynthia should have been gone since then. because her and Cynthia were still friends, had their little contract and they were still friends. And Nene said her and Cynthia resolved that behind it, resolved that before they got the reunion. But to get that check, Cynthia had to bring that back up and sit there and hold a straight face as if her and Nene never met, or Nene were like, okay, that was it. That friendship had a rip then. It was like a vase, you put some glue on to hold it together. That's how that friendship was. Like a broken vase with glue on it. And then over the time, and then she up in there, and then the closet gate thing and all of that with Greg being sick. Cynthia, well, Greg is the one sick. You talking against this woman. Friends don't do it. Even Marlo did it, but this not Paula not here. Paula did that, but even Marlo know how to come back from that and become Nene friends, because Nene wasn't playing that. So it was strained between them two. But Marlo hang in there. Cynthia didn't hang in there. Cynthia chose to stick to the script. And sticking to the script completely broke the friendship into gazillion pieces, and there's no way to put glue on gazillion pieces. So once she did that, there was no way she could come back from that. When after that thing needed, like Nene say, Cynthia should have called her and said, well, Nene, it's gonna look crazy, but it ain't what it is. That's what Kenya did when she said some crazy stuff to Peter. She said, Peter, that issue ain't serious, and whatever, so Peter was okay with it. Cynthia didn't do that. Cynthia should have went to Nene and tell Nene this stuff gonna look crazy, but you know we good. They would have still been mad, but they would have come back from it.